All right, so this is the weekly package retro. It's August the 26th, and I'll start things off with what went not so well. A few things came up this week that I was unable to really help make much progress with. And there's a lot of debugging and reviewing, which led to really no code written this week for the most part. And that always makes me feel like I'm not accomplishing as much, at least as it relates to the package work. Over to David.
Thanks. Yeah, to me, so we decided to pause the rollout of cleanup policies to implement some improvements. So yeah, not a smooth rollout. We'll need to pause it. Next one is Ellie. I don't think she's here, so I will read it for her. Lots of non-coding work this week always make me feel like it should be doing something else. Over to Hugo.
Hey, yeah, so my first MR kind of looks like it's stale since like for this last week, but that's because I have gone back to learning mode for doing some final tweaking and then before I mark it as ready for review. So it's actually going as planned. Like one of the thing with the onboarding, I think one theme is like you need to go slow before you go fast. So I'm kind of in that mode right now. But yeah, but definitely should be adding an async update soon there. And over to Michelle.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm still going a little slow on the GitLab onboarding reading task, mostly on the GitLab onboarding. For the other onboarding, I think is going pretty well. And yeah, what went well, Steve?
So this week, I've been participating in this Ally Labs learning group that is a recent program through GitLab. And the most recent discussions that I've had with my group have been super insightful and educational. On to David.
So we delivered 2 really quick fixes for sub-transactions issues. Those went well. It's funny because those fixes are like a single line of code changed, but that single line took me 4 hours to come up with. So funny. Also, the NPM performance fix is now fully deployed on .com, and we are seeing an improvement in the response time. I will read it for Haley. We finished up migration testing in pre, and it went good. Great. Over to Hugo.
Thanks. So this seems like kind of my mantra these days, but I keep learning and I'm getting more familiar with everything and feeling more comfortable and more in sync, like with the rest of the team. Yeah, and that's from like both a process and a technical standpoint. Over to Michelle.
I complete the anti-harassment training, even when it was not expected to have the complete training finished on the first weeks, but it was really, really good. I have to say much better than anything that I was having on other companies. Also some for the trading things and stuff like that, really good onboarding. And I start this week with the onboarding for package team, and I'm finally understand about our categories and all the things that we're working. So really nice progress this week. Joe, do you want to go?
Yeah. So this week we completed the testing in pre-prod for the registry migration mode, which is great. And we just came off from a meeting with delivery to simulate one of the failure scenarios in pre as well, which went well. So that's good. Next week we should be able to start thinking about going to staging.
Cool.
Ellie, do you want to add something in what went well?
It's already been read, right?
Yeah, we went through yours.
It's no
but if there's anything else.
Yeah. That's pretty much what Jal said too. So I don't think it needs to be said 3 times.
Cool. Well, then with that, I will go ahead and stop the recording. Have a good week, everyone that might watch it.